His game is make-believe. Their game is murder, spying, and sabotage.
This is starting to get good.
What?
Just like Cloak and Dagger. Fire!
Now any move could be his last.
Trying to kill us.
Come on, this is Cloak and Dagger. For real, it's what you always wanted.
Cloak and Dagger.
Now playing at a theater near you. Consult your local listing.
Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to another movie review. And this review is going to be on Cloak and Dagger. And the film stars Henry Thomas, Dabney Coleman, Michael Murphy, Christina Nigra, Jeanette Nolan, John McIntyre, and William Forsythe. And the film was written by Tom Holland. Of course, Tom Holland, he wrote and directed the original Fright Night, which I reviewed months ago, which I really enjoy Fright Night. So check out my review of Fright Night if you guys haven't seen it. And he also written and directed the original Child's Play, which is a favorite of mine. Love Child's Play. Love the original Child's Play. And the film was based on a Cornell Woolrich story called The Boy Cried Murder, and it was initially filmed as The Window. And I just got done watching the film. This is a film that I've been wanting to check out, and I really enjoyed the film. I thought it was a good movie. It's not technically a kid's film, even though they say that, you know, it's a kid's film, but, you know, it's technically not, in my opinion. But basically, what the movie's about is, it's about Davy Osborne, who is played by Henry Thomas, and Henry Thomas was just coming off of E.T. This film was released 2 years after E.T. And he's a kid who lives with his dad. His mother passed away. His dad is played by Dabney Coleman. And his dad works as a air traffic controller for the military. And his father doesn't really pay attention to him and doesn't believe him half the time. We also get this character named Jack Flack, who is played also by Dabney Coleman. And he's an imaginary character to Davy that he could only see. And Jack Flack is kind of a projectionary of Davy's father. And Jack Flack, of course, is a character in the game of Cloak and Dagger. And we also see Davy is also friends with this girl, Kim, who is played by Christina Nigra, who loves, you know, being friends with him because he's very different, because Davy's very different, and he's fun to be around with. Both Davy and Kim have this friend named Morris, who is played by William Forsythe. His character, you know, he's a nerd, and he owns this game store. He loves playing video games. And while both Davy and Kim are on an errand for Morris, because Morris asked them, I want you to get me some Twinkies, which I thought that was funny. So while they are trying to get him that, Davy is witness to a murder, because he sees this guy come down the stairs bleeding. He was shot in the chest, and this guy gives him a cartridge. And it's a cartridge of the game Cloak and Dagger. And these bad guys that he sees, this is before the bad guys shoot the guy who gave Henry Thomas's character the cartridge. They had both Henry Thomas's character and Christina Nigra's character sees these two bad guys go into an elevator. And so, you know, after the guy hands Henry Thomas's character the cartridge, these bad guys start shooting at Henry Thomas's character, Davy. And so Davy, played by Henry Thomas, he starts to go on the run to escape these bad guys who want the Cloak and Dagger cartridge. And the cartridge has these military secrets inside of it. And these bad guys want to sell the cartridge with these secrets inside, and they want to sell it to these spies, which later on we find out the spies are these two old people, this two old elderly couple. And the elderly woman, has these three fingers, and it's just, them, trying to get a hold of the cartridge, and it's pretty much Henry Thomas trying to, stop, the bad guys and stop the spies from getting a hold of the cartridge. And pretty much that's basically what the plot to the film is about. And I know I said that this isn't a kid's film because technically they market it as a kid's film. And after I watched the film, I'm like, this is a PG movie? This is a kid's film? And I'm like, after I watched it, this is not a kid's film. Because, these bad guys, they want to try and kill Henry Thomas's character because he has the cartridge with the military secrets inside of it. And, they're chasing him. They chase him through the Alamo. They try to, try to kill him on a boat ride because one of the bad guys has a knife in hand. And there's a scene where Henry Thomas and Michael Murphy's character, who is also a bad guy, and he has this big long gun, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna kill you that hard. I'm just gonna shoot you in your kneecaps." So technically, Michael Murphy's character is, just trying to shoot Henry Thomas's character in the kneecaps, slowly, trying to kill him slowly. This is a kid's film. And then there's a scene where Michael Murphy's character shoots William Forsythe's character, Morris, in the eye. And you see William Forsythe's character dead in the back of their car. There's blood, coming out of, his eye. This is a kid's film? Yeah, well, it was the 80s. Well, what do you expect? Overall, this was an enjoyable film. It was a good movie. I liked it. And when the film came out in 1984, it was originally released in a double feature along with The Last Starfighter, which is a film that I love. I love The Last Starfighter. I recently got the Arrow Video Blu-ray of The Last Starfighter, which, I'm going to talk about when I do another DVD and Blu-ray update. Didn't watch the Blu-ray yet, but I know it has a 4K restoration of the film. But I love The Last Starfighter. Good film that Nick Castle directed. And there was also, with the film, a game tie-in. Because, of course, the game had a tie-in to the movie's plot. It was an Atari game called Cloak and Dagger that was made for the Atari 5200. And the arcade version ended up appearing in the film. And the Atari 5200 version was started, but it was never completed. So the game was under development using the title of Agent X. And this collaboration was part because, there were films at the time that featured the game as plot elements, like you had Tron, and you also had, of course, The Last Starfighter. So it was basically, part of the movie's plot. And the film was released the summer of '84. It was released during the 1984 Summer Olympics, which Universal felt that the target audience for younger children, they would not be interested in the Olympics, and the film would have, less competition out there. And I'm like, younger children will go and see this film. Like I said, even though it's technically not a kid's film because these bad guys are trying to kill Henry Thomas's character. But the film made $2 million on its opening weekend, and it grossed $9 million here in the U.S. got good reviews. There was an interview in 2012 with Dabney Coleman, and he ended up saying that he didn't get along with the director, who was Richard Franklin, and he said it was great working with Henry Thomas. He praised Henry Thomas, which was cool. And he also stated that there are many people that come up to him and say great things about the film. So that was kind of cool to know after I read it, after I read the little interview. And Henry Thomas was nominated for a Young Artist Award for Best Actor for the film. So, but Henry Thomas, he's a great actor. E.T., of course, his best performance. So, but Cloak and Dagger, it's a good movie. I really enjoyed it, really liked it. It's not a kid's film, as I've stated, but it's definitely worth the watch. So, but anyways, that's it for my review of Cloak and Dagger. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this review. Definitely give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.